The Chinese government regularly calls Taiwan the most sensitive and important issue with the United States, and now they're raising the stakes even higher. And it could have major ramifications for our military, and here's why. On Monday, China's military sent fighter jets and bombers to patrol Taiwan, and a senior Chinese diplomat warned that Beijing would invade the self-governed island if any U.S. warships made port visits there. The White House is legally obligated by the Taiwan Relations Act, the TRA, as you know, to respond to any Chinese use of force against Taiwan. And while the agreement is not as binding as a mutual defense treaty, the TRA makes it clear that Washington is likely to intervene if China invades China. So why is China pushing our buttons? And will this lead to our president pushing a button? Oh, dear God. Joining me now, KFI AM 640 radio host and Iraq combat veteran Bryan Suits is back. Welcome back, Suits.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Let's discuss this a little bit. Does China want a hot war with the United States?
No, but they do want to remind us that they get a say in what happens in Asia, because lately the United States has been kind of running the table on leading the agenda in North Korea, and the Chinese are reminding us, hey, we get a say on some other contentious issues, because specifically what has set them off is that Congress authorized the U.S. Navy to make port calls in Taiwan, and that hasn't happened in a long time. The Chinese have said, the Chinese diplomat Li Kejin in D.C. last week said, you do that. The day you visit the port city of Kaohsiung in Taiwan is the day that the People's Liberation Army reclaims Taiwan.
By force.
And they're restating what they've been saying for, since 1948. It's just that it's a different China now. They do believe militarily that they could do it. They don't want it. It would cost billions. And
well, not to mention how much it would cost. Their military isn't as beefy as ours, but also it would launch us right into a really disgusting trade war that China would certainly be on the losing side of that. Not as though that's a big win for us. But it's probably what they don't want. What I'm wondering here is there some agreement that we have with Beijing about Taiwan in regards to North Korea? So do you think that the leaders of our respective countries got together and said, okay, listen, China, you got to take care of North Korea. This could end the world. And China went, yeah, fine, we'll do it, but just leave us alone with Taiwan.
It wouldn't surprise me if there was a quid pro Taiwan. But I think what's more likely, because of the very, high-profile nature of what the Chinese did, I think this is the Chinese maybe setting those conditions, saying, hey, on the one hand, on the back line, you want us to use whatever influence we still have with the DPRK, yet you're just not even negotiating our claim that Taiwan is a breakaway province. And so that's what they really want, is they do want an agreement that the U.S. stays out of it, so that in 20 years, China probably absorbs Taiwan with the consent of the Taiwanese people, which, there's a generation that needs to die out.
I think that's a very likely scenario. I think you have an incredible grasp on global affairs. It is unparalleled in my universe. But I think that China's going to wait for things to heat up militarily with North Korea. And while we're busy lobbing conventional weapons at one another, they're going to sneak over and take Taiwan.
No, that wouldn't surprise me if they have that plan, because, China right now takes an assessment of this White House, and they say America is tactically distracted in the Middle East and with North Korea. And they're also, by the way, strategically distracted. And right when we thought there was going to be the big Pacific
Thanks,
pivot.
Twitter.
Yeah, you talk about a guy who didn't want to, show his hand or telegraph his punches. You just have to follow his Twitter feed.
Exactly.
So, yeah, the Chinese know that we are strategically distracted, and they're looking at this saying, our military's never been stronger.
How can we work this to our advantage? Yes.
Yeah, it's never been stronger. The conditions have never been better. We need to start considering this, because there's an entire generation of young bucks in the Chinese military who have grown up with a more modernized Chinese military. They don't remember the days of the human waves and the technological backwardness and 1979 invading Vietnam and getting
They don't even know that 1979 is a year. That's how young they are.